Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. It's such a special day for all of us. Not easy out there weather-wise. So thank you so much for making the effort. It means a lot to us, to our whole team, our whole program, for you to be here. Obviously, historic day for our program, maybe for our school and athletic department. It's something that we're very proud of. That will take forever to be able to say that these guys, this group of guys, are national champions. It's very special, and one of the reasons why it's so special is that I feel this program has been knocking at the door for many years. There's a lot of history. Started in 1989 with the Final Four, and I believe between the NCAA championship and the National Indoor Championship, we've had over 6 or more Final Four appearances, so we've been knocking there, been really good the last 8 years. Our coach, Devin Bowen, was playing for the team that got to the finals in 1992, so we've been there, sort of like, I feel a little bit like the Red Sox, that just couldn't get through that final win, that title. So for us, for this group of guys to get through it's not easy, and it takes a lot, and we're very grateful and very proud of that, to finally get through. We've had a lot of great players come through this program. We've had US Open champions, Australian Open champions. Cameron Norrie was playing in the final ATP Tour finals, top 8 players in the world. He's having a tremendous career. Guys out there, Alistair Gray won a title this weekend. Cameron Norrie won a title this weekend. Nate Chappell, Reese Stalder, Jerry Lopez representing Mexico in Davis Cup. So we've had so many great players, and the list goes on. I couldn't name them all. So for them to win that's what makes it so special. You can get so close so many times, and it's hard to stand here and be able to talk about a national championship. Also this, as far as the tournament goes, it was a true team effort. There was not one player that did it all or won every day. It took the whole group of guys to come through on different days, in different ways, at different times. They all contributed, all 8 of them, and not just the players, but the coaches. Devin and Derek, unbelievable job. Derek's out there in the final court, semifinal, and then the final clinching moments, did an unbelievable job. Devin's out there grinding and getting the guys ready. He does we all know he's the mastermind behind all of this. And if anything, if there was a coach that didn't do a lot as far as on the court was myself. And I was just out there hanging out with Famba, trying not to look at the scoreboard too much and focus on his match. So it was truly a team effort. And then you have someone like Max Akel, who's our trainer, and if you would have spoken to us a month ago, what it took for this group of guys to be healthy enough to actually give themselves a chance to win this title, what Max Akel, the amount of hours he's put into being ready to getting these guys on the court, and the group of doctors, it's unbelievable. It would take another hour to go through every one of these guys and tell you where they were a month ago. So very grateful, very thankful to be here. Truly a team effort. This championship is not just special to us, to our program, but also so many people, so many alumni that have gone through this program, our TCU fans, our TCU Nation, our staff, compliance, medical staff, academics, getting these guys eligible to be out there. So it truly takes a village and so many people behind the scenes for this group of guys to have a chance, to give themselves a chance. And then at the end, what I would tell our team is that we're all excited. This is a great place to be. It's the first part of the season, and speaking from our program, there's also a lot out there left. There's a long season in front of us. We get into the outdoor season. There's a big championship in May that we want to take care of. There's a big conference that we want to take care of. So we're not satisfied. We're We're not, this is not the end road. There's a lot of places. If anything, I would say the silver lining on all this is that we're not even at 100% yet. We're not hitting at all cylinders yet, and that's such a great feeling as a coach, as a staff, to be, to know that there's still more, there's still meat on the bone. You know, it's not a 2-footer. We still have about a 6-footer left to save that par. So maybe a birdie, and that's exciting to know. And our guys know that there's a lot left out there, and we will, as soon as it's over, we're enjoying it. We're all very, very excited. We'll get back to work. We have a huge match on Wednesday at 2 o'clock here, so outdoors. So this weather obviously not helping a lot to get ready for that. But at the end of the day, this is for all this administration out there. Chancellor Bushini has been nothing but huge supporter of our program from day one, and athletic director Donati, he's been great for us. You know, these are tough times in the athletic department. There's so much going on. This is a changing world. You have NIL and all these different expenses, and the way we traveled and the support that we got from our administration for us to be able to travel with Jonathan Pham, who's our director of ops, and take care of all the little details and allow Deb and Derek and I to do our job, and Max Akel to come on the road with us. That's not cheap. It's not that easy. We're a non-revenue sport, and we're extremely thankful and appreciative of the support that we get from the very top. So this is for all of us, and I'm just very proud, very grateful as an alumnus, as a coach, part of one of the coaches. Just very, very proud. I'm sure you can tell how excited we are to be standing here. It's a great moment in our program.
Coach, you said you guys have been knocking on the door for a long time as a program. What would you say was the difference this year?
We got to 4 in the final match. It's so hard to get to that number 4. The difference, that's a great question. That's a great question. I think, you know, we've always had great players. We've always had great teams. We have a very unique group of guys here. We have 4 new players, which is amazing that they've come this close so quickly. Half of our team is new. We have young, we have experience. I think the combination of that experience that Luke Foma, Sam DeJong, Tim Rule, and Juan Carlos Aguilar, little Charlie, bring in combination with the hunger and the almost like you don't even know. I don't even know if Pedro realizes where he was in that moment. He played like a top 10 ATP player there to finish the last 2 games. So that combination is probably what helped us get through that. And at the end of the day, what I told the guys is that you can't just go and get one of these at the at HEB. You gotta earn it. You gotta earn it, and you gotta be willing to suffer and compete for it. And everybody wants it, and it's uncomfortable, and it's actually not even that fun in the moment. Later on, you get to look back and enjoy it. So they earned it, and I think that makes it super special.
Coach, when you look at the schedule this year, and obviously you had that loss to Tennessee earlier in the season, what was that like, knowing that you won a national championship and you kind of redeemed that one loss on your schedule?
Yes, we did lose that, and we've had it. There was a lot of learning that took place on that day from all of us. Number one, myself, I felt like I left our courts mentally, our focus, and then our players we had many chances that day. I needed a new hat after that match, so this hat's been good. Yeah, you know, it's good to know that you can do it. We knew we could do it. We left. We had as tough schedule as any school leading into this tournament. Probably the toughest schedule left of any school, and we believe in that. Coach Devin Bowen and I, when we talk about schedule, we want our guys to be challenged on a daily basis, and all that. Losing to Tennessee might have been the best thing that happened to us leading into this championship. Is that we were confident and yet not satisfied.
David, you kind of mentioned it. There's no off season to really enjoy. You guys are number 1 though. How do you guys handle that? Because obviously the target's on your back now. Everyone's going to be gunning for the top team. So kind of what's the message to the team to live with those
Yes,
expectations?
yes. You know, there's no one better than Devin Baldwin to take care of that. He should answer that question. But Devin's, you know, his biggest strength is that he just takes care of business on a daily basis, and he will make sure that these guys, as soon as this conference is over, and as soon as we hit he's already sending messages about, you know, getting their tights and their long sleeve, because we're going outdoors to start hitting outside. So that's tennis. If you look at as a tennis player, that's nothing new. You win a title in Palm Springs like Cameron Norrie did in the fall, and then literally the next day or 2 days later on Tuesday, you're playing another top 50 player. So it's part of being a tennis player. There's more left. Every one of our guys here knows that as special as this championship is, there's another one, and there's a Big 12 with teams like Baylor and Texas and Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Texas State. They're all top 25. Baylor is as good as anybody this year. Texas is rough. So yeah, there's just a lot left, and that's, I think, that motivation of knowing what's coming in our schedule, that there isn't an opportunity to lower your guard. And as far as the target on our back, we believe in moving forward. We believe in like those Japanese warriors. They only have the protection on the front, and that's because they're moving in one direction. That's the message to our guys. We just move in one direction, and if they want to shoot from the back, keep shooting, but we're only moving forward.
Will you speak to the alchemy of the team? You assembled guys from all over the world.
Yes, we have a very international team. It's fun. There's so much learning. I'm starting myself, right? I'm born in Mexico, and I was joking. I was wondering if this podium, and when you interview these guys, you might need a translator with some of them. Yeah, it's very unique about tennis. I believe other sports are becoming more and more international. I love it. I love it that we have 8 different cultures or 7 different cultures all mixing and learning from each other. I think it's the world today that we live in. We would absolutely love to have more Americans. We want Americans. We recruit Americans. So we have a top American coming in next year. 5 years ago, we were 80% American. Devin and Derek are born in the U.S., so that's great to have. So yeah, it makes it fun. It's very interesting, and it's awesome to watch them sort of learn from each other and kind of poke at each other and learn from each other. So.
I have a question on the Zoom call from Alex Gruskin, Crack Rackets. Whoop.
Nice shirt,
I
Alex.
appreciate it. Congratulations, Coach. I like the jacket. It's rare. I get to see you in the suit jacket with the hat combo. It's a good look. But my question to you, for the doubles point, obviously so important, and your team in the round of 16 drops that doubles point against Virginia. You take it the rest of the way. What clicked for you guys throughout the weekend there, and how important were those 1-0 leads?
Yes, it's always nice to win the doubles point, and obviously I believe all the coaches, it is 1 point out of 7. It just seems like such a momentum builder, and it's nice to have going into the singles. And yet at the same time, to me that was the best part about getting us ready for the rest of the tournament. It was the fact that we lost the doubles point against a top program, a top team like Virginia, who was somehow seated so low for how good they are. And for these guys to have the belief and the maturity and staying the course and coming through with 4 points was a great momentum builder for the rest of the tournament. I think when it comes to other programs like Ohio State, who I don't think had lost a doubles point, that was huge. Not so much for us, but maybe what it did to Ohio State. There was a lot to learn from that first day. We didn't play very well. We weren't able to break serve at number 2 doubles on that first day, and that really hurt us. And then the way we got broken at number 1, there was a lot to learn. So they just move on. And as a tennis player, again, it's just every day is a new opportunity. And the first day, Charlie and Tim had a great day, and then the rest of the way, the other 2 teams had a great day. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I thought Coach Devin and Coach Derek did an unbelievable job of doing that courts 1 and 2 in doubles.
No, and just, again, to follow up on that, I know you guys played Tennessee earlier in the season, and watching them play, they're a very loud team, right? They like to be energetic, they like to show it. It felt like from the start of that final that it was played at your team's pace, at your team's energy level, if that makes sense. And there was a poise to your guys all weekend long. Is that a fair assessment? Is that something you guys tried to impose in each of your matches?
Yes, I mean, we obviously try to get off to the best possible start that we can, and there's nothing like winning and being on top of the other team to sort of lower all that cheering and all that noise. And we talk about that. There are a lot of programs that believe in the louder they are, the better it is. At the end of the day, we talk about it as coaches and as players that it's just noise. At the end of the day, it's just noise. And I will take this opportunity to say that we've had several fans, and something that I believe our chancellor and our athletic director Donati would be very proud of, is that we had several fans come up to me and tell me that TCU showed the best sportsmanship, and that's something that I'm very proud to be one of the coaches leading that. If you saw me as a player, that's probably not something that people would say about me as a player. So the fact that our team is showing that's awesome, and it speaks a lot from our other coaches and what they've instilled in this team. And so very proud of that part of this championship. It's hard to do both. It's hard to win it and also be the best sportsman.
Absolutely. And if I may, just one more, I apologize, and you addressed it in your opening statement, but you played for the TCU Horned Frogs. Devin Bowen, your assistant, played probably even better for the Horned Frogs in his career as well. And getting to see you after the match, you began to tear up when you were speaking to your team. And can you just speak to the significance, again, what it means to you as someone who has been through that fight as a player, now as a coach for so long, and what a championship like this does for your program, whether it's recruiting, just building moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, recruiting, I don't know. Is it a championship or is it NIL? I mean, I don't know these days, so we just let the racket do the work. But yeah, obviously, Devin and I were like brothers, and best friends, and we were roommates together at TCU, and we hug each other like brothers, and then we punch each other like brothers. So it's a very interesting, but yeah, it makes it so much more special to be able to share this with someone like Devin, who made a huge life change just to be part of this program, and we've had nothing but success since the moment he walked into the TCU staff. As a player, I felt like we had a chance. As a senior, we lost in the semifinals. I thought we had the team to win it, and one guy cost us the title. So, and I would just look at Coach Barton and just think, man, it's not fair. You've done everything you could, and we've had some selfish guys that didn't want to suffer, like I talked about, and just went away in those critical moments. So I from firsthand, from being involved in this program, I know how many great teams have had a chance, and to be good enough to have a chance, it's just not enough. It's hard to get through and actually win it. So that's why it makes it that much better. Plus, my relationship with all my buddies that we play together, it's a lot better. When they see you doing a good job, it's one thing is for those sort of private accounts on social media giving you a hard time, but another one is when your buddy picks up the phone and calls you, and they call me Max. It's like, Max, what are you doing? Why is that guy playing, or why can't you beat this team? It's great. It adds a little more pressure, but at the same time makes it more special when these guys do come through.
Congratulations again, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Thanks for everything that you do. Best for college tennis out there, so we really appreciate it.
David, just one more from the outdoor tennis season's coming up. Just explain the environment. I know it seems like you guys have built a pretty good fan base here, and what fans can expect when they come out to the match.
Well, I don't know if I can say that here, but they can expect a lot of fun. We believe in making it entertaining. We believe in creating an atmosphere and an event that tennis is just part of the event. We have a beautiful outdoor facility located in the most beautiful part of Fort Worth. We have 5 country clubs within 10 minutes of TCU. We have plenty of parking lot, unless baseball's playing, they take our parking. And so there's absolutely no excuse not to have that, and it's a very safe environment. It's beautiful. It's great for the kids. They can run around, the family. So we do believe in creating a sort of a circus and a festival type atmosphere out there. And at the end of the day, for me, as a TCU tennis alum, is I want these guys when they're changing diapers to look back and go, wow, that was a lot of fun. That was regardless of these trophies and regardless of anything else, the winning and losing, what they're gonna remember is the experience. So as a staff, as a program, we have our marketing department here doing an amazing job. We just want them to be able to look back and say, and tell the kids, I had the best experience ever.
Awesome. We're ready to move on to players?